The Gfwc Women's Club of Lake Wales. Member orientation information. What every member should know to be effective and productive. As a member of the Gfwc Women's Club of Lake Wales, you are also a member of the Gfwc Florida Federation of Women's Clubs and the General Federation of Women's Clubs, or Gfwc. The Gfwc International Headquarters, administrative offices, are located at 1734 North Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20036. This is the home of the Gfwc International President during her 2-year term. Our taglines and motto are Unity in Diversity and Living the Volunteer Spirit. In 1868, Jenny June Crowley, an accomplished New York newspaperwoman, was denied admittance to a banquet honoring Charles Dickens at the all-male New York Press Club, simply because she was a woman. Outraged, she was determined to organize a club for women. The General Federation was founded in 1890 with the motto Unity in Diversity and has had a rich history since its founding. Jenny said, "Is it possible that women may have a life of their own, may learn to know and honor each other, may find solace in companionship, and lose sight of small troubles, in large aims?" This group of women has grown into one of the largest organizations of volunteer women in the world. Gfwc has nearly 80,000 members in affiliated clubs in every state, the District of Columbia, and more than a dozen countries. Gfwc is distinguished from other service organizations by the breadth of their outreach. Their community service programs span all areas of the lives of members, their families, and communities. Some of their accomplishments include a resolution against child labor, with child labor becoming a major area of concern for the Federation. Support of the juvenile court law. Campaign for the passage of the Pure Food and Drug Act. Establishing 75% of America's public libraries. Campaign for street lighting to prevent crime and accidents. Seat Belts Program. Programs to protect and preserve endangered species. Passage of the Violence Against Women Act. The Americans with Disabilities Act, and Success for Survivors Scholarship. The Gfwc Women's History and Resource Center is located in Washington, D.C. The WHRC collects, preserves, interprets, and promotes the history of the Gfwc and women volunteers. The WHRC documents the social and political contributions of Gfwc club women from 1890 to the present, through the Gfwc archives, related special collections, and publications. Information passes from Gfwc to the regions and state federations, from the Gfwc president, down to the Gfwc Executive Committee, which consists of President-elect, First Vice President, Second Vice President, Secretary, Treasurer, Director of Junior Clubs, and Director-elect of Junior Clubs. They then pass the information down to region presidents, state presidents, community service program chairman, budget and finance committee, and state directors of junior clubs. Gfwc International officers are elected by voting members at the Gfwc annual convention in the even-numbered years. The term of office is 2 years. The president of Gfwc Florida and the executive committee members oversee the operation of our state federation. Our state membership is over 8,400. The Gfwc Florida headquarters is located at 4444 Florida National Drive, Lakeland, Florida. This office is the repository of the organization's archives dating back to its 1895 inception. Furnishings and art objects have been donated by clubs, members, and businesses. In 1883, the Village Improvement Association of Green Cove Springs, Florida, was formed from 18 women's groups. By 1891, the Housekeepers Club of Coconut Grove, Florida had formed. On February 21, 1895, the Florida Federation of Women's Clubs, FFWC, was formed. In 1898, the General Federation of Women's Clubs accepted the Florida Federation as a state federation. As former Gfwc Florida and Gfwc President, Janine Fabian wrote, "The history of the state would be incomplete without the immeasurable contributions of the thousands of Gfwc club members, state officers, and chairmen, whose vision of a better community and state has been made into a reality by their untiring, unselfish work through the years. The gifts of service, which they have freely given, helped to make Florida what it is today. This chart shows how information passes from the GFWC Florida President and Executive Committee members to the club officers and the general membership. Information passes from the GFWC Florida President down to the Executive Committee. The Executive Committee consists of President-elect, First Vice President, Second Vice President, Recording Secretary, Corresponding Secretary, Treasurer, Director of Junior Clubs, Member-at-Large, and Finance Officer. The GFWC Florida President passes information down to the Florida Executive Committee, who disseminates the information on down to Florida District Chairman, where it is shared to Florida Club Presidents, and then General Club members. GFWC Florida officers are elected by voting members at the GFWC Annual Convention in the even-numbered years. The term of office is 2 years. GFWC and GFWC Florida support many well-known organizations. Clubs assist through fundraising events and provide volunteer leadership throughout the country. Our own club supports and contributes to some of the GFWC and GFWC Florida programs such as Canine Companions for Independence, CCI, which trains dogs to assist people with physical disabilities. Operation Smile, which is an international children's medical charity, focused on restoring children's smiles through surgery on facial deformities such as cleft lip and palate. Heifer International provides gifts of livestock and environmentally sound agricultural training to improve the lives of those who struggle daily for reliable sources of food and income. Arts for All is designed to provide support and champion arts education for and by people with disabilities. Shot at Life Foundation is a campaign to educate, connect, and empower Americans to champion vaccines in order to save children in developing countries. HOBY, which stands for Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership, sponsors high school sophomores to a weekend leadership training seminar in Florida. Full scholarships to HOBY are $350. GFWC Florida has approximately 193 clubs in the organization, with over 8,400 members who have performed over 1,200,000 hours volunteer service each year. Over $3.8 million in community grants, scholarships, monetary and in-kind donations yearly are provided by GFWC Florida clubs. Nearly 13,000 community service projects are completed each year by dedicated GFWC Florida clubs. GFWC Florida is divided into 14 districts. District 1, Panhandle out toward Pensacola. District 2, Panama City, Weehawken area. District 3, Tallahassee area. District 4, Jacksonville area in Northeast Florida. District 5, Gainesville area. District 6, Cape Canaveral and Melbourne area. District 7, Orlando area. District 8, Tampa area. District 9, Lakeland area. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales belongs to District 9. District 10, Sebastian down to West Palm Beach area. District 11, Key West, very South Florida, which includes Miami, Coconut Grove, Cocoa Plum, Homestead. District 12, Naples and Southwest Florida. District 13, Fort Lauderdale, Davie, south of West Palm. District 14, Tarpon Springs, St. Petersburg, Clearwater. GFWC Florida President's Project 2020 to 2022 is Love, Respect and Kindness for All, a project which is dedicated to serving individuals with special needs and special abilities in the areas of physical, mental, emotional, social, learning, and health. GFWC Florida Junior Directors Project 2020 to 2022 is Kicks for Kids, which is dedicated to providing a new pair of shoes for needy children. GFWC and GFWC Florida share their message in several ways. The GFWC Clubwoman magazine is published quarterly by GFWC headquarters and provides a link to all clubwomen around the world. It is available by subscription only. GFWC News and Notes is a monthly electronic newsletter published by GFWC. It is available by email and on the website gfwc.org. GFWC Florida Clubwoman is a weekly electronic newsletter published by GFWC Florida and provides up-to-date information on all state federation activities. It is available by email and on the GFWC Florida Facebook page every Monday at https://www.facebook.com/groups/Gfwc Florida. The GFWC HQ website, gfwc.org, contains the history and mission of the GFWC. Information on events and meetings, a member center, publications, and a link to the Women's History and Resource Center. The GFWC Florida website, gfwcflorida.org, is maintained by the GFWC Florida webmaster and provides up-to-date information on all state federation activities. GFWC and GFWC Florida have Facebook pages, Instagram, and YouTube. All members are invited to follow them. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales officers are elected by voting members at the April General Membership Meeting and are inducted to office during the May General Membership Meeting. The term of office is 2 years. The 2021 to 2022 Executive Committee of the GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales is Juanita Zwarigczuk, President; Bonnie Poehler, First Vice President; Susan Connors, Second Vice President; Mary Walkup, Recording Secretary; and Tammy James, Treasurer. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales history began 107 years ago. On May 25, 1914, Mrs. Nellie Stewart gave a thimble party at Hotel Wales, which was the inception of the club. On October 11, 1919, the Civic League organized, with an election of officers and a membership of 64. On June 29, 1920, the club was federated and voted to change their name to the Women's Club. On March 19, 1925, the Women's Club of Lake Wales was incorporated. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales has had many accomplishments over its 107 years of service. A few of these accomplishments include: in 1920, the club established the first public library. From 1921 to 1926, the club was solely responsible for maintaining area parks. In 1922, the Women's Club set up a large, live community Christmas tree where the clubhouse sits now. In April 1939, the present clubhouse was completed. On January 2, 1940, the club founded the Lake Wales Little Theatre. In 1970, the club began supporting breast cancer awareness and the Hacienda Girls Ranch. On February 24, 1979, the first international festival took place and was co-hosted by the AAUW. From then until now, other accomplishments include the establishment of the Let's Live Forever Endowment Fund, providing 10 smiles for Operation Smile, establishment of the Community Cafe, Dining with Dignity, support of Spook Hill Elementary, 4-H, Hobie, Canine Companions, and Souls for Souls. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales participates in GFWC Florida's community service programs, which are arts and culture, civic engagement and outreach, environment, education and libraries, and health and wellness, as well as GFWC signature programs, domestic and sexual violence awareness and prevention, and GFWC Juniors Special Program, Advocates for Children. The GFWC Arts and Culture Community Service Program encourages members to promote and support arts activities in their clubs, schools, and communities. It is designed to inspire clubwomen and ignite within them a desire to make their world a more beautiful place. As Edgar Degas once said, "Art is not what you see, but what you make others see." The goal of this program is to create programs and projects that include music, literature, dance, drama, theater, and other arts-related areas, both traditional and innovative, that cause the world around us to see and feel what they might have only once imagined. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales holds a members' arts competition every year in the fields of photography and all arts and crafts. Members are encouraged to share their talents with the club, the district, the state, and their community. The club has also showcased the local youth talents at club meetings, created Christmas cards for the local nursing homes, and had arts for all speakers at club meetings. Civic and social responsibilities are key components in our lives. The GFWC Civic Engagement and Outreach Community Service Program is designed to actively connect members with effective projects and activities relating to civic and social responsibilities. This program focuses on citizenship, military personnel, emergency and disaster preparedness, and safety and crime prevention. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales has encouraged people to vote in elections, no matter their affiliation, stating that it is the responsibility of citizens to vote. The law does not require citizens to vote, but voting is a very important part of any democracy. By voting, citizens are participating in the democratic process. Citizens vote for leaders to represent them and their ideas, and the leaders support the citizens' interests. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales also supports military veterans and their families. The club has held military ceremonies that stress the importance of the flag and age-old military traditions, hosting retired military speakers who recounted the experiences of their military careers, bringing awareness of what our military is all about. The GFWC Florida Education and Libraries Community Service Program is designed to support education activities in local communities. GFWC has founded over 474 public libraries and 4,655 traveling libraries since the 1930s. The American Library Association credited GFWC with establishing 75% of America's public libraries. In the 21st century, libraries continue to be an important part of our communities, demonstrated by a 2013 survey in which 90% of Americans, ages 16 and older, said the closing of their local public library would have an impact on their community. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales has been supporting local schools throughout their 107 years commitment to education. They have supported Spook Hill Elementary since the 1960s, providing clothing and school supplies, as well as a small scholarship every year, and also held projects supporting Hillcrest Elementary, and most recently, provided backpacks and school supplies to students in McLaughlin Elementary. The club awards a $1,000 scholarship every year to graduating high school seniors who have been accepted into a college, performed extensive community service, and who hold a high GPA average. The GFWC Environment Community Service Program encourages awareness of our natural resources and caring for the world around us. It offers information and ideas to promote environmental appreciation and protection. Members work to preserve, maintain, and restore our natural resources, protect habitats for plants and animals, and develop sustainable habits. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales is involved in the Lakeshore Boulevard Triangle Beautification Project, as well as completing a landscape and beautification planning project for the Women's Club grounds. The club has recreated a historic event by planting a community tree to be used for community holiday celebrations. The GFWC Health and Wellness Community Service Program is designed to inform members of issues that affect the well-being of individuals, families, and communities by providing opportunities and resources to meet and address needs through volunteering. Through this program, clubs may develop and implement creative projects that promote a healthy lifestyle, increase awareness, prevention, research, and treatment of disease, target personal development, address the issues of hunger, inadequate housing, and homelessness, and/or prevent or correct financial difficulties. The GFWC Women's Club of Lake Wales actively participates in projects for the local nursing homes by providing greeting cards and coloring books to the residents. The club holds annual food drives during the holidays and participates in gift wrapping events at Christmas time. The club has promoted mental health awareness by producing a video that takes a look at the effects of depression and isolation on the older generation and ways to prevent and protect a loved one from these issues. GFWC Florida has 3 membership classifications: General, Junior, and Juniorette. There are approximately 4,000 clubs in the United States. The general membership is the largest classification with more than 100,000 members worldwide. The junior membership is made up of young, usually working women, with clubs in 25 states. The juniorettes are associate middle and high school members, ages 12 to 18. The history of the state would be incomplete without the immeasurable contributions of the thousands of club members, state officers and chairmen, whose vision of a better community and state has been made into a reality by their untiring, unselfish work through the years. The gifts of service which they have freely given helped to make Florida what it is today. We are living the volunteer spirit. The three most common benefits in belonging to a federated club are community service, personal growth and development, and fellowship and friendships. There is strength in unity. Club members gain a stronger voice in shaping public issues through the combined efforts of women serving at the club, district, state, regional and national levels. There is support and encouragement. The club offers members a network of women with similar interests and concerns. Fun, fellowship, and lasting friendships are a big part of the club experience. There is leadership training and professional development. A gaining of knowledge and experience gained through volunteer training and community service can help open career doors, enhance a personal resume, obtain academic credit, or build a new civic cooperation. There is a varied volunteer menu. Gfwc and Gfwc Florida have many national resources to help clubs plan and create community service projects in the diverse area of arts and culture, civic engagement and outreach, education and libraries, environment, and health and wellness. The Federation also supports special programs that raise consciousness about domestic violence awareness and prevention, and advocates for children. You can obtain a sense of health and happiness. Studies show the personal satisfaction that comes from making a positive difference in your community helps volunteers to live longer, function better, and have lower rates of depression. It is each member's responsibility to do the following. 1. Attend regular club meetings on the first Thursday of every month from October through May unless otherwise ordered by the club or the executive board. 2. Participate in our community service projects and fundraising events. 3. Pay club dues of $40 payable by May 1st of every year and are considered delinquent by June 1st of the same year. 4. Work constantly to maintain our current membership in our club and also to invite others to attend meetings as well as join our membership. The Gfwc Women's Club of Lake Wales Incorporated. Find us on all social media. Contact us via mail, email, or phone. This presentation was originally designed by the Gfwc Florida Membership Committee and modified for use by the Gfwc Women's Club of Lake Wales Membership Committee. Together we can. Together we will.